Welcome back. So, I want to get this thought out. I could be wrong. Um, but I was watching this program, right? I'm watching this YouTube thing. And this black guy brings up how, rock and roll was invented by black people. And that all the older white rock and roll stars, Led Zeppelins and all those, Elvis and all that, they all got their style of music from watching black dudes, and they just made it more popular, right? Now, he was explaining this because he has more of a show. He was talking more about like dating coaches and um what do they call pickup artists? Like he was trying to make a point of how people repackage things that black people come up with, and then they go sell it and market it, and they become rich off it, right? And he was saying how he brought up the rock and roll thing to show the example because everybody knows it. You know what I mean? You can go look it up if you don't know, and you can see how we started rock and roll. We started every major music thing there is. Like we got raped for all of it. But that's not the point. The point he was making was in the pickup artist world, they call it pickup artist, but he sees through it. He's an older guy, so he can see through it. He's like, man, all the things they just really say are all what black men from the 60s and 70s, what we would call pimps and macs and all of that stuff, the pimp philosophy. That's all the pickup artist philosophy really is. And they just repackaged it and they made it to where it's more marketable for their people, right? And it made me think of like rap and the hip hop style of dress and how you talk and how you act and all those things that come with these things. You know what I'm saying? Like when they took the pimp philosophy, you're taking psychological things. You're not just taking a way of how to get girls. Like the black guys were pimping these women. The white guy see how he has control over that woman and all of this, and he goes, "Oh well, I can use that to get many different women, right?" Um, the rock and roll. Wow, look at that black guy just like playing that guitar and doing that. I can do that, and I can get famous off it or whatever. All these things they took are exactly why, like this, the people are fucking destroyed. Like, really, really think about this. It may go over a lot of people's head if you don't understand history and you don't understand the Bible. The Lord said in the Bible that when the people of earth, you know what I mean, they wow out, it's not just the Israelites and the chosen. That book is speaking about everybody. And it says certain things. And I'm starting to realize all the people of the world that are like, getting their asses whooped and shit, It seems like we're all under that thing it said about the the one that is within you shall come up very high, and you shall go down very low. If you don't know what that means, like, all right, whatever. Like say if you're the king, All right, I matched that to another scripture. It said, there'll come a time where kings will be walking and the peasants will be riding their horses. You see the reverse? It's basically saying the guy that use the ones that are on the bottom within you, they're gonna rise up and you're going down. You were a king. You're supposed to ride on a horse. Your people had their own land. It's supposed to, that's your kingdom. Now you live within your own kingdom and you're not kings. Alright? Now, um it also says certain things about the children of Israel, about how these nations of people keep building up their kingdoms by using the children of Israel, enslaving them, right? And what I realized that made the children of Israel special was it's not them, it's the Lord. When they're in captivity, you want help, so you pray to the Lord. And because they do, and we're connected to the one, he gives us gifts to help those kingdoms so we can go free. That's how we always get our freedom, by helping the nation that has us. And they let us go free or whatever, or the Moses shit, shit gets real. But the point I'm trying to make is it says in the last captivity that they'll be everywhere, right? And that Judah and a certain amount of Israel will be in a certain place. Now, what I realized about these gifts that the Lord sends us in our captivity, it helps us survive. Like, if you take over someone and they have no use, you're going to get rid of them. But if they have great uses, like they invent things and they keep coming up with these different ways of living. Like, you took the crown from me, so I can't live like a king. Now we live like regular guys, and we were like Black Wall Street and all that. Took that away. So then we go down to even lower form, and now we're just like hood, we're broke, right? So then we develop these musics, these lifestyles. And like I said, the older guy was showing how they're taking these things from us and making money off it. And like I said, like he took it to that level. I've seen it myself many times. My old channels that got taken away, I proved it. I had entire like hours of videos showing how these things that I'm saying are true, because it's not like they don't have records of this. It's not like they don't admit it. They tell the truth. They just don't put it out in the open. Now, the point of what I'm trying to make, I keep jumping around because these little bits of information should put a whole big thing together in your mind. I'm starting to realize the things that they take, everything, all these different things are the same things that destroy them. Because they didn't realize that's what destroyed us. Like, and I'm starting to get it now. Like, it's very weird. I don't want to offend anybody or whatever. But like when I was younger and I used to watch different videos in school and movies and different things, and I used to see the other races walk around and talk and dance and do certain things. It was like they weren't fluent. It was like watching grown-ups that didn't almost it's weird, like I said with the hip hop thing, Before we invented hip hop, white people were square dancing and rodeos and ballroom and all. Yous wasn't shaking ass and doing break dances and all these exotic movements. Yous were stiff. Everything was like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You know what I mean? And it's not to make fun of anybody because that was the more structural way of dancing. Like I said, if yous took over the crown, you would be doing the ballroom dancing. You ain't gonna be doing the peasant dances. Cause you know that's where there's every level has their own style, right? The thing is, it seems like my enemy keeps taking everything, every style that we make, like I said, and those styles offend the Most High. Like the kingdoms and shit. Like, yeah, you've conquered everything, but the land's cursed. The book literally says the land is cursed. Anybody that's not following the Most High, your land's cursed. And so if you're the chosen and you're not following the Most High, you're breaking rules, he's going to do some real bad things to your land, just like he does real bad things to your people. To his people, I mean. And as I'm getting older, like I said, the hip hop thing has spread. All of these things, the pimp philosophy went into the pickup artist philosophy, the hip hop went into the Spanish community, the white community, everything. Everybody's running around with Mr. Backwards hat and fucking the pants hanging off the ass. And I'm watching all of these different cultures assimilate into the thing that destroyed my people. And it's amazing. Like I remember being younger and hearing other people, like the older people, tell their children, like, stop dressing like those niggers. Dress like your people, have pride and stuff. And I used to think, like, that's fucked up. Like, damn, bro, like, why you hating on me? But I didn't understand that because he used the word nigger. If you just change the word into a respectful word, you'll understand what he means by it. If you change the word into, why are you dressing like that black guy? Dress like us. We are your people. This has value to you. If you go and dress and act and talk like him, your own women aren't going to want you. But then everything changed. Then the women started liking it. And now, like I said, like I meant white boys that literally told, like I said, I talked to a lot of people. I met white boys that told me, like, damn, man, like, I'm mad because I have to pretend to like the hip hop shit just to talk to, like, my females. They only like the hip hop drug dealer b-boy style. If I come with my white boy style, they ain't really feeling me. And I don't really want to wear the baggy pants and all that. And then I see other ones that are they just go along with it. They're like, this is what the bitches like. That's what I'm going. I'm gonna start talking like it. I'm gonna watch all the videos. I'm gonna learn how to. And I watched some some decent white men or boys or whatever, they're men now, destroy themselves to get women, to adopt the black guy's lifestyle, not realizing that lifestyle makes you look like a moron. It makes you look like a child. It makes you look like an idiot. So although you may get these little girls and these little fun interactions, the long run of your life is going to be destroyed. And it's amazing. Like all right, I've been fighting my whole life to get away from this ghetto mentality, the fucking hip hop clothes, and all of this whole thing. Like we fight to get away from it, while other people fight to take over it. As they literally watch what it did to us in the '80s and the '90s, and what they, and then now, like it's crazy. It's crazy. But Hey, I guess I don't really know what to call it. Like, is it the Lord or is it your leaders don't give a flying fuck about you? And when I say leaders, like you, before you were a leader, your family and shit. Like, I know if I was to have a kid, they're not dressing in baggy clothes and buying Jordans and Nikes and all of this stupid shit. Nah, they're not gonna. I'm not dressing my kid like none of that. My kid's gonna look like a little kid. He's gonna have the Batmans and the fucking Spider-Man sneakers and the Payless bullshit. Because what's the point of buying all these expensive shit that he's gonna grow out of in 3 months? Parents are retarded. Like I watch people take that style. Like my boy gotta look good, my girl gotta look good, and then wonder why their kids hate them when they're older and like they ask them for a car. Can you buy me a car? And they're like, no, I don't have the money for that. You did when you bought all those Jordans, you dummy. If you'd have saved that money and bought the Spider-Mans, you could have saved over $100. The Spider-Man sneakers cost $15, $20. The Jordans are like 60 to 100 and all of this. You could have been putting all these hundreds of dollars away. So that when, they become your age when you wanted a car, but your broke ass parents didn't give you one. Because they bought you Jordans and shit and told you to go get a job. Better take care of your own. Nobody gave me nothing when I was nobody. You ever hear that? Your parents tell you no one ever gave you nothing. No one ever gave me nothing. Better learn how to be like, what are you talking about? Like, that's your job. Understand, like, you ain't got the most or whatever, but damn, like, I know if I had a kid, I'd never be on it like that. If my kid asks me for something and I'm not prepared to give it to him because I didn't plan hard enough, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't plan hard enough. Like, because I know that why they're asking is because they talk to other kids and their parents gave them things, important things that helped them become better. So that's usually what makes the kid go back to their parent, like, "Hey, can you get me this?" Because Tommy over here, he's styling on him, and his parents was ready to have him. He didn't. He's not a one night stand or a drunk night baby. Like I said, I don't know if it's the Most High or people just don't pay attention anymore. Because it's so weird, like to see all these women dressing like Little Kim and all these like it's like I remember when I used to look at the different nations and they had respect for themselves. They had their own way of dressing. They had their own way of life almost. Like I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but it's the truth, man. Like it's not like really take a look around in your neighborhoods and stuff if you're not black, and really look around and ask yourself, what's my culture? Why don't we dress like it? Why don't we talk like it? Why is everybody like, yeah, we shut my nigga and all of this? And it's like, whoa, like, I've been around all different races and different communities. You all sound like corner boys and shit. Like your forefathers are rolling over in their graves. Like, dead serious. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I said, this shit is a shame how the people that conquered me have become like me. And I gotta look at them and be like, damn, these are the motherfuckers that took over. This is what defeated my people. A bunch of copycats. And now you're copying the worst shit. You're not even. It's weird. I mean, I don't want to say use a copycats, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing yous keep copying things, what we do. And like I said, these things that we do are the reason why we are in the predicament we're in. These things go against the Most High. Everything about rap goes against the Most High. Everything about the corner boy life goes against the high. The pimp thing, the pickup, all these things are the things why our communities are fucked up. I thought leaving my community to be around other different communities would make my life a little bit easier. Even though I'd have to deal with the racism and certain hate being a new guy, I could deal with that bullshit. But I thought, like I would get away from this shit. I've been up and down the whole East Coast no matter where I went. I remember being around the rich, uppity fucks in Florida. They're worse than people in the fucking hood. They're shooting up needles and they're fucking snorting coke. They're fucking. These are the kids that are like literally our bosses and managers and shit in the future. They're junkies already. This is 10 years ago. I can't even imagine what the fuck it's like down here now. Zombies. It's ridiculous. Whores. Hip hoppity party animal. And it's like, goddamn. Like, I thought it's nothing new under the sun, and the grass ain't always greener on the other side. It really isn't. When you learn to water your own grass, you don't have to worry about how green it is on the other side. I hope somebody learned something from this one. If not, I hope you enjoyed a little thinking session. I hope it helps you to pull your pants up, take the fucking backwards hat off. I hope it helps you to learn about your people. Actually, like, why do you think I keep saying your forefathers, your forefathers? If you don't even know who your forefathers are, it's a shame. I may not know exactly who they are, but at least I want to know. I know more about your forefathers than you do. How does that make you feel? I'm dead serious. I know more about I can explain to you your forefathers in certain ways, and you don't even know them. You don't even care to know what they dress like. You don't even care to understand why they did all those things. It's crazy. All that bloodshed. It's crazy. All I do know is, I hope everybody's, trying to level up. And I don't mean level up in money. Strengthen your mind. The money will come. Defeat your habits. Work on yourself. Work on your relationships. Actually learn about who and what you are. All love. All praise to the Most High.